Well, a lot of us are wearing masks these days to protect ourselves so that we're safe when we head outside. But are the masks irritating your skin like they have for me? Well, Amber brought in a dermatologist to help us out.
Hi, Dr. Desai. How are you?
Hi, Amber. I'm good. How are you?
Doing well. I know you're down in Manhattan Beach. You're homeschooling your kids on top of being a doctor through all this crazy stuff going on. How's everything going for you?
It's been okay. Yeah, it's a lot going on, just like it is for everybody. Everyone's kind of trying to juggle all the different balls in the air right now, but we're getting through it, and I'm sure we're going to all come out of this stronger on the other end. So just trying to stay positive.
Absolutely. Okay, so let's chat skin because myself wearing those masks all the time, whether it's in the store, walking around. I have friends who are essential workers who are wearing masks all the time, and they're definitely having some issues with their skin. Can we just talk a little bit about like what those problems are and maybe how to fix them?
Absolutely. So, one of the most common things that individuals are noticing from wearing masks for long periods of time are they're developing what's known as either an irritant or an allergic contact dermatitis. Either they're getting irritated from, the constant rubbing of the mask against the face or one of the materials of the fabric of the mask, or they are getting actually an allergic reaction to one of the components of the mask itself. While you're wearing the mask, it's great to put a barrier cream on, something on the little bit of more occlusive or thicker side. Some of my favorites are Aquaphor or CeraVe Healing Ointment or Biafine, which are great at, protecting and occluding the skin so that there's that barrier between the material and the skin itself. And then when we do get home, when we do get to take that mask off, we want to make sure that we're being very gentle with our skin. So cleansing the skin with a really gentle cleanser, something that's hypoallergenic, fragrance free, and then really hydrating the skin with products, again, that are going to be more occlusive and hydrating. Perhaps some ceramides would be a fabulous choice because ceramides help to repair the skin barrier. So those are really important to find in your moisturizer. Some glycerin or some hyaluronic acid to really help hydrate the skin as well. If you're really itchy or bumpy, you may want to grab some over-the-counter 1% hydrocortisone cream as well to kind of bring down some inflammation.
I've noticed that my hands are starting to get ridiculously dry. What do you recommend when you're just constantly washing and your hands are dry? I mean, tell us what we should be doing.
Yes. So what's happening is just that. Everyone's washing their hands 100 times a
Yeah,
day. We're all developing this hand eczema or this
yeah.
dehydration of the skin of the hands. So it's getting red and itchy and really dry and flaky. And what we want to do is we want to remember that we need to hydrate the skin of our hands when we wash them. So when we wash our hands, of course, we want to wash our hands appropriately, don't skimp on that. But then after we're done washing our hands, we really want to hydrate the skin with a good hand cream. Another little tip is when you go to bed at night, moisturize your hands, but moisturize them under occlusion. And what that means is it means put a barrier around your hands after you've moisturized them. So you could use, if you have 100% cotton gloves, which are manicure gloves, you can use those. If you don't have those, you can use socks. If you don't have socks, you can use something simple like saran wrap. And what we want to do basically is we want to hydrate the hands and then lock in that moisture. So do that for a couple of days in a row, a couple of nights in a row, and your hands are going to feel really hydrated at the end of it. Another little tip is to actually remove your rings when you're washing your hands so that the rings aren't irritating the skin and you're not developing a ring irritation or a ring dermatitis as well. So keep your rings dry as well.
Dr. Desai, thank you so much and stay safe.
You too. Thanks, Amber.